Afro-scientific spirituality. My name is Stephen West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very mundane topic that have a greater spiritual implications for the future of Africa, especially South Africa. I'll be talking about the recent Miss South African 2024 context, the xenophobic backlash, and what is happening today. I want us to go into the details of this case. I don't normally like to talk about this sort of shallow topics, but this is something that happened, and the arrogance or the stupidity or the balance xenophobia or racism that is present in this case, it is worth talking about, especially something that is coming from a country like South Africa. I will say the South African government, this kind of attitude or this kind of behavior coming out of a full country, a country that have been the victim of direct racism, direct colonization from Europe, to be perpetrating this kind of characteristic in their beauty pageants. Same country that have currently took Israel to court over the Palestinian genocide that is ongoing, accusing Israel of a genocide and apartheid. But look at their just concluded Miss South African beauty pageant. Look at this case. This is a case that we need to talk about. Okay, we need to talk about the facts and the details of this case. And I want to talk about it on this channel, so please pay attention. If you are from South Africa, I know I have lots of fans or subscribers, students from South Africa. I know you watch me in South Africa. So please, my South African brothers and sisters, let's balance this topic today. Let's take this topic in details, okay? I want to know what actually is going on, or what actually went wrong, and why did your people choose to make the decisions that they made concerning these very beauty pageants. Okay, the issue started with a lady called Chidimma, okay, one of the top finalists of this beauty pageant. The issue now is that they claim that she is not a South African, a black woman. Her name is Chidimma. That is an Igbo name. Yes, her dad is from Nigeria. Okay, we agree. The dad was from Nigeria, but he lives in South Africa. And then the mother of this same woman is from Malawi, also live in South Africa. They met in South Africa. And the father was not a South African citizen, I agree. But he met the lady in South Africa, and they have this child in South Africa. This Chidimma was born in South Africa, okay? And she has been there all her life, and she's now 23 years old. Now, this woman, or this young lady, contested for this competition. She made it to the top finalists. You didn't screen her out before the competition. When they find out that she's going to be a potential winner, the story of issue that she's not a South African lady came out. Now, how can this lady not be a South African lady? I have checked your South African law. If you Google South African law, how to be a South African citizen, you can be a citizen by naturalization, by birth. It is in your constitution that if a person spends more than 5 years in the country, was born there, and is of good character, that person can be a citizen, okay? Now, you're claiming that his father was not a citizen, and this woman, the mother, is a Malawian, but she is not a South African citizen. How is this possible? The woman have a South African passport, and you're saying she stole that identity, which is very controversial. Because for when you say somebody steals somebody's identity, you should be able to bring out the person's identity that was stolen, which the South African police have not done till now. Okay, and this girl was born there, grew up there. If you say her mother stole her identity or acquired South African citizenship by fraud, is it this girl that acquired it? No, it is not the fault of this girl. And based on the details of the case, the mother was not an illegal immigrant. The mother came into South Africa legally, and the mother is still residing legally in the country. So she did not come there by hook or crook. She came there legally, settled legally, gave birth to the girl legally, by right according to South African law. That girl is supposed to have been a South African citizen, complete, bona fide citizen, based on the fact that she has been there for more than 5 years. She is of good behavior. She can speak one of the local language. This is not supposed to be an issue. And guess what? She's from Africa. Malawi is not very far from South Africa. Okay? Now, this girl is most as South African as she can be. Okay? She has the same black skin, the same African across all the countries by Europeans. You will not have known the difference between her and any other person is from South Africa, and even person from Nigeria. Now, this girl now happened to have the potential to win this competition. They're claiming she's a Nigerian because her father was from Nigeria. But this girl, to me, is more South African than Nigerian because she was born there and she spent all her life there. Okay? So I don't see anything wrong with this case. That you're saying that she should leave the competition because she's not from South Africa and she's a naturalized citizen of South Africa according to the laws of the country where she was born. So if somebody cannot be naturalized, what are you trying to say? Then let's also see this, the funny thing. This is the catch now. You say this black woman that have a Nigerian father, Malawian mother, born and raised in South Africa for more than 20 years, cannot compete for Miss South Africa. But a white woman that we don't know, a full-blooded Caucasian, that have a French name, Myla Rocks, that have no blood connection or no African DNA, can compete and win Miss South Africa. That is what baffles me. So what is the difference between Miss Myla Rocks and Miss Chidimma? What is the difference? Both of these people, if you want to go by naturalization, by your own law, both of them are not supposed to be South African. Both of them are foreigners. Myla Rocks, look at her skin. She's not from Africa. She has no African DNA now. Okay? At best, she is a naturalized citizen, same as Mrs. Chidimma. So what is the crime that Miss Chidimma committed that she has to be omitted, or she has to be taken out, or she was forced to withdraw from the competition, that Myla Rocks have not also committed? If we check their ancestry, how did Miss Myla Rocks came to South Africa? You will find that our ancestors are colonizers. They are the same people that came to kill millions of South Africans because of their gold and diamonds. They are the invaders that created the system of apartheid in South Africa that Mandela fought all his life to change. This girl is clearly as a result or a product of the invasion of colonialism. This is how she got a naturalized citizenship. People that came to enslave and colonize South Africa. Who is the better candidate for the Miss South Africa if we put these two people on a pedestal? Who is the better candidate? So what is the crime that Miss Chidimma committed that Miss Myla Rocks have not committed? How do somebody become a South African citizen? Please my South African brothers and sisters, I want you to explain what is the crime. A black woman from Africa that have lived in South Africa for more than 20 years, born in South Africa, live there, go to school there, spend all her life there, cannot compete for Miss South Africa, but a white woman from Europe can compete from South Africa. Over if she's oppressing you people, her people is oppressing you people, she can compete. So this is clearly a case of xenophobia. And the issue is not even against Malawi, it's against Nigeria. And what is Nigeria have to do with this? It's like there's South African have a kind of hatred for Nigerian people. Okay, what have Nigeria have to do with this? Nigeria have no business with this. This woman have been living in South Africa all her life. She was born there. All she knows is South African culture. This is why she can be able to come out for the Miss South Africa. A total stranger cannot go there. All her life is there. She's a citizen of South Africa. Okay, she was born there. She's a naturalized citizen. She's also a citizen of Nigeria, and she may even be a citizen of Malawi. So I will say this woman is a full African woman. 3-in-1 African. It's not very rare to see this kind of African. An African that have 3 heritage. This shows you supposed to be an example of the unity, of the love, of the band that we're supposed to have in Africa. Somebody that have a Nigerian father that got married to a Malawian woman, 2 citizenship, and also was born in South Africa, 3 citizens. This is a beautiful thing. This is how Africans should be mixing up, supposed to be an example for making the continent stronger. But instead of coming together, using this as a point of unity, the South African government has tried to make this a point of division. Are you trying to say it's a crime for one African person to marry another African person from another part of Africa? Who created this law? Is it a crime for any African person to live in any part of Africa? We are all supposed to be one people, one brother, one sister, one family. So what is this? What is the crime that Chidimma did, that she committed, that she's a product of a mixture of the rich culture and the tradition, customs, and everything good about Africa? This is what created this beautiful lady. And the best the South African government can do is to exclude her, deny her the rights that they can give to any African citizen to aspire to the greatest level they want to aspire to remove such a person from the competition, and to bring in a total stranger, a child that is a product of the direct invasion and colonization of Africa, to represent them as Miss South African, a white South Africa. It's like the government of South Africa, the apartheid government, is still in power. And they have this plan to make South Africa a white country. And I've been seeing it for some time now. We see the other time the UFC champion one of them was claiming to be a white South African. We have seen cases whereby they try to push white people as South African citizens. And the black South African seems to be cool with this, so I don't understand. South Africa is the only country in the whole of Africa that always complain of xenophobia against their own fellow African people. Why is this always a problem? What kind of hatred is going on in South Africa? Every time we hear cases of them beating African foreigners, killing and burning African foreigners, always claiming Nigerians are taking their job, Nigeria are taking their women, taking their job. Are you people so lazy? Do you think, is your country the only country in Africa that foreigners are living in? In case you don't know, Nigeria is full of foreigners. There are over 50,000 Indians living and working in Nigeria. There are over another almost 50,000 Chinese people living in Nigeria too. There are a lot of foreigners in Nigeria. Have you ever seen any Nigerian person one day complaining that foreigners are taking their job? You never see any Nigerian person complain about this. Many foreigners are in many countries. The only countries that complain about this nonsense is Western countries, UK, Europe, America. And it is always racist people. People like Donald Trump. People like this UK governments, European government. They are always the people that claim that foreigners are taking their jobs. Despite this, to create a kind of soft racism, so that the people that should create hatred towards foreigners. South African, sadly, is towing the same line. Every day we hear South African people complaining, Nigerians are taking their job, Nigerians are taking their job. Nigeria, are you the only place with foreigners? What sort of nonsense is this? If people are taking your job, it means your government is failing. It is the fault of your government. Okay? We have a lot of foreigners working in Nigeria. We don't complain. We always attack our government because we know it is the fault of the government. And we don't see foreigners living in our country as an issue. If you work hard and you have value to what you are doing, you can compete well. You will not have problem. They complain that Nigerians are taking their women. If you treat your women well, nobody will take your woman. Okay, I have heard this case many times in South Africa. I don't know how you people treat your women. That always, other men always know how to take your women from you people. It means you are doing something wrong. Have you heard Nigerian people complaining that foreigners are taking their women? You think we don't have women here? You will never hear that story. The kind of things I hear from South Africa, you will never hear Nigerian complain about those kind of things. It means somebody is sponsoring this mentality, trying to spread this kind of orientation, propaganda, so that the population will hate foreigners, so that the populations that they are being oppressed, the middle class, the lower class, they will have this impression that it is the foreigners coming in that is causing the problem. So they will not have hatred towards the foreigners. I think this is a direct propaganda by a kind of think tank that is created to create division and disunity in South Africa. This is not ordinary. This is not ordinary. And now we have seen this expose itself in these beauty pageants. You say a black woman, a fellow black woman with 3 African nationalities that was born in South Africa, have a Nigerian father, a Malawian mother, born and raised in South Africa, naturalized South African, cannot contest. You are saying his mother is accused of identity thief. Okay, if the mother, let's agree that our mother is guilty of identity thief and stole, is the child also guilty? Is that the way you people think in South Africa? If the mother commit a crime, what is it? Is it the fault of the child? The lady is innocent. Miss Chidimma is innocent. If his mother is really guilty, it's not the fault of the child. The child was born there. It's already a citizen. Give her a chance. She has not breaking any law. So what is the problem with you people? Why are you so full of hate? What I see in this case, this is hatred. Nothing else. There's no way any South African, I dare any South African person come and defend this decision you people have made. I want to see your points. Come and tell me your points. The people that are scrolling the trolls online that are blasting this young lady. What is the point? You say her mother is a criminal, that her mother got a citizenship, something illegally. But I believe before you even get a South African citizenship, you must be a legal residence. So if you want to put, if there's anybody commit a crime, you can. She's an innocent child. She is clean. She have done nothing wrong. Okay? She didn't break any South African law. It's not her fault she was born there. She is a victim of racism and xenophobia, of hate. Somebody that should be celebrated. Somebody that represents the unity and the love of Africa. 3 continents, 3 citizenship in one. You think it's easy? You have a Nigerian heritage. You have a Malawian heritage. You have a South African heritage. This person is unique. She is special. You think it's easy? This is something that should be celebrated, that we should be proud of, to create this unity, this love among ourselves, whereby it is the dream that Africa should become one, like EU. It's not what AU is fighting for. One passport, no acting of visa to go to any country, free movement of goods and services, freedom of association. Is it not what AU is fighting for? And South Africa is claiming to be part of that dream. Now you see somebody that is an example, somebody that we can use as an ambassador to create this unity among Africa. You are disparaging the person. Is it not an oxymoron? I was so ashamed of the South African authorities. It proves that there's a kind of xenophobic agenda to whiten South Africa. Then the next thing we see foreign companies supporting her. It's like they have planned that this is going to be won by a white woman. Even because the competition, I believe they have already selected the winner. They want the Miss South Africa to be a white woman. And this woman that came in, it has already been planned. Look at the support she's getting. I see Mercedes-Benz gave her a car. I see so many Western companies are giving her gifts everywhere. When I see this, it's smack of an agenda of a white South African. They are trying to whiten South Africa and belittle the original authentic South African people. And this, if you people accept it, you're going to continue to be oppressed in your country. White South Africans will be given first-class positions than the black ones. The black ones will be treated as slaves. If you cannot find an authentic African woman to represent you, a woman that is a black-skinned woman, as an African woman, melanated woman, you're going to bring a Caucasian from Europe to represent you, a product of racism that our ancestors came to enslave and kill millions of you. Killed your heroes, killed Shaka the Zulu, even killed them. How many people, all the people Nelson Mandela was fighting for? You are still there saying that Nigeria is your problem. How is Nigeria your problem? You have diamonds, you have gold, you have everything. How is Nigeria your problem? Every day I will see xenophobic attack. Nigerians are taking our job. Now, will you people just keep quiet and shut up for crying out loud? Are you the only countries with foreigners? Do you know how many foreigners are in Nigeria? You will never see one Nigerian person complain. We have people from all over the world here. We have people working all over the world. They are in Nigeria. We never complain one day. Every day South Africa, they're taking our job, they're taking our women. If you are not lazy people and you treat your women well, nobody will take your women from you, okay? Nobody will take your woman from you. What is the problem with my people in South Africa? Now, look at what you are doing. Is it not a disgrace that there's no black, beautiful woman in the whole of South Africa? It has to be a Caucasian from Europe. Are you people not ashamed? A deaf Caucasian. Let me not say I'm blasting deaf people. A deaf Caucasian from Europe is now Miss South African. And you are happy with this. That's so not dull. Are you people so stupid? What is your problem? Self-hate is your problem. Inferiority complex is your problem. Laziness is your problem. Inability to see the bigger picture is your problem. Religion is your problem. I don't understand what is. I need to say it like this. I have studied, me and my friend, we have discussed this case. It doesn't make sense for us. A black woman cannot contest for Miss South Africa. Somebody that was born there, lived there over 20 years, naturalized, 3 African citizenship, cannot contest. But if white woman, a deaf white woman, can contest and win, it shocked me. Oh, South Africa carry on for now. Una well done. Wekobiro. It is clear that xenophobia is a thing in South Africa. It is clear. If you cannot use it, we have been hearing this since. I've been seeing the case that they treat foreigners, they hate Nigerians there. I've been hearing the case, but this one is obvious. This one is crystal clear. I want the South African people, original, authentic South African, not those white ones. So. Real, if you are a full South African, I want you to come and talk to me. Let's talk man to man. Does this make sense? It makes sense. Let's talk. A real full South African, come and talk to me. Please, help me understand. Help me understand the crimes of this Chidimma. Help me understand what she did wrong. Help me understand the laws of South Africa. Help me understand the eligibility of this Miss Miss South Africa. Help me understand what is going on. When we hear of a Miss country, normally the person is supposed to be an indigent, right? So what is the crime that Miss Chidimma committed that Miss Mila Rocks have not committed? Are they not both foreigners born there? Are they not both eligible? If Miss Mila Rocks is eligible, then Miss Chidimma should be eligible. What is the crime? Father Nigerian. She spent all her life in South Africa. In South African law, you get the citizenship by birth, by naturalization. She has gotten it more than 4 times. She spent more than 20 years there. In your book, it's 5 years to naturalize. Just 5 years. Okay? She has been there more than 20 years. She qualified 4 times. What is your problem? Racism is your problem. Xenophobia is your problem. And this racist, you people will not stop. You are not ashamed in this modern day and age. You're still doing this little children mentality. Little children mentality. And it's obvious. We are watching you. The world is watching you. The world is watching South Africa. You should continue with your low mentality. Continue. You are not the only country in Africa, okay? You are not the only country in the world. The girl, she has been invited to come to Nigeria Miss Universe. She's contesting, okay? You are not the only country. You cannot stop her dream. You cannot, oh, Jah bless, no man can curse. She's still going to come here. She will still win. She will still go further in life. Nothing will stop her. Your racism, your discrimination, your appetite, your littleness, your smallness of mind, your inferiority complex will not stop this girl from succeeding. Idiots. Anybody will say you not like better thing, that person not go better. Anybody will say you not like good thing, that person not go good. Make una the fool on herself, the yeye on herself for that South Africa. Una not get sense. Very childish thing. Can you imagine? Childish, a black woman cannot contest, but a white woman can contest. And is she an African? What DNA connection she have to Africa? What has her people contributed to Africa except sorrow and misery and backwardness? But that one good. White is good, black is not good. The you people start trolling. Nigerian, she's Nigerian, she's Nigerian. You are so stupid. South Africa don't have criminals, Abi. Now, better pass. If you have seen, let him cast the first stone. If you have not seen, cast the first stone. If you know you have not seen, cast the first stone. Okay? We don't have any bad people in South Africa. You are all prim and butter. Everything is well, everything. And we know the struggle, the role that Nigeria played in the liberation of South Africa from apartheid. Nigeria played a very, very important and pivotal role in liberating South Africa from apartheid. What are we seeing now? People that helped you send money, send resources. All our musicians were singing, free South Africa, free South Africa, free South Africa. We know the role that we played. Now look at what South Africa is doing to Nigerian people. Okay. Thank God say we get our own country. Thank God. Oh. If not, you people now for sure shaggy. This is a clear case of xenophobia. It's nothing, there's nothing you people want to tell me. Okay? Somebody that you should have celebrated as a example, as somebody that you can use to promote the unity of Africa, of one Africa. You turn it against to create negativity and hatred. Somebody that have 3 nationalities. You waste this opportunity because you hate yourself, or because somebody is planning to change South Africa to a white country. You're selling your birthright away, selling your heritage away. For how much? It's very sad indeed, but this is my own take on the case. So I've seen this case. I need to talk about it because it doesn't make sense for me. It doesn't make sense for me. I did not see the crime of this girl, Laroux. That is a French name. It's not an African name. You see Chidimma, you see Laroux. You see somebody will get black skin. Somebody will get 3 African nationality. You see somebody that have 0 African nationality. You say that this one ain't good to represent you for Miss South Africa. This shows your low mentality. You people are a disgrace. The organizers, both the people that are trolling this beautiful black girl, you are a traitors of Africa. You people are a disgrace. You should be ashamed. I need to say this because I not see the crime this girl commit. If you say somebody commit a crime, it's her mother. Go and her mother she's another person. Her mother is a different person. Go and hold her mother. If her mother commit a crime, it's not she that commit the crime. This is how mature people reason. You look on the bright side, but see the smallest of mind. whoever is planning this evil in South Africa to whiten the culture, the custom, to whiten, to steal the country, to make it a European country, this plan is not going to work. Okay? As you people are exposing your lowness of minds, we are watching you. Well, we have nothing to say. It's your country. Anyhow you make your bed is the way you lie on it. South African people, they also travel to other countries. There are a lot of South African businesses in Nigeria. We have MTN, we have DSTV, we have a ShopRite, we have 100 other South African countries in South African companies in Nigeria. We have never been racist to them. South Africans are working in Nigeria. We have never said South Africans are taking our jobs. We have never said that South Africa are doing this, South Africa are doing that. We have never said that. A lot of South Africa here in Nigeria. So what is your problem? Will not get sense for that country. They swear for now. It is very, very painful indeed. It's very, very painful. You people should grow up. Day don't break. Grow up. It's a new day. You are only disgracing yourself. It just feels that you people are inferior, low-minded, inferiority complex. Self-hate. This is self-hate. Hating your fellow African. For what? If you love Europe so much, go to Europe. Don't come to Nigeria. Go and live and die in Europe. Okay? We don't beg people to live in our country. We don't beg people to live in Nigeria. Okay? You come here to make money. We never complain that you're taking our jobs, you're taking our women. We have enough of everything for everybody. It's only you people that are complaining every time. Nigerians are doing this, Nigerians committing crime, Nigerians doing this, taking women, taking jobs. Will you grow up? Are you a baby? Man up. You people, don't be ashamed of yourself. Man up. You don't complain of the white people that are killing you every day. You never complain of the white people. When are you people to man up for crying out loud? Weeping shy. Ordinary beauty content. See the way you expose your low mentality. Dirty mentality. What a shame. A good example, something you can use to promote Africa. You turn it around to shame. She's not from South Africa. 20-something years old person, not from South Africa. But a white woman is from South Africa. A white woman that his parents came by colonization to kill millions of your ancestors, imprison all your heroes, kill so many people in South Africa, imprison them. That one is good to be South African. You see yourself. Now the system I don't lose some. Now the system I not get sense. Well, it's a new day. I have said my 2 cents on this matter. I will not talk about the matter again. A word is enough for the wise. You people should grow up. Mature, the world is washing. This is my message for South African people. Okay? I have said it to who not like I may go take a head in Nakwa. So this is what I have to say today. Questions and comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. If you like, subscribe. You don't like, subscribe. The video go still wash itself. That's so it just be. Then, of course, I'll be talking about my book. You know me now. I was talk about my book. If you want to make direct contact with the African ancestors, our African spirit guides, this book will help you. The name is Whispers of Amente, Pathways of Ascension. This book will help you to have direct one-on-one connection with your African spirits. It will cure you of self-hate. It will cure you of inferiority complex. It will also cure you of low-mindedness. I'm talking to South African people. I am talking to South African people. Yes, so it will happen now. It will happen now for so many cases. It will happen now, get sense. So make una buy them. Now just $100. There's so many things in the book, so many powerful things. Okay, it will solve many problems for you. It will bring peace, tranquility, a sense of presence of mind to you people. It will help. This book is powerful. So please get your copy. If you have not gotten it, you need it. If you want to make direct contact with the ancient Egyptian deities, I have drawn instructions for different rituals, pathways that will open you up for the spirits to come to you to help you. They offer protection, they offer guidance, they offer illumination, they offer prosperity, they offer empowerment. All the good things you are looking for is here. The spirits are your African ancestors. They are not demons. They are not your enemies. They're not going to threaten you, force you into anything, force you to do what. They will just show themselves to you, explain themselves to you, then they leave your decision to you. But you need to know them. You have been knowing other people's spirits. They force you to know Jesus. They force you to know Islam. Now, know your own ancestors. Nobody will force you. Use your mind to come. They want to come to you. That's why they give me the inspiration to write this book, to balance the scales. It's time for you to balance the scales, bring tranquility, peace, and love to your life, to this earth. Okay, it's time for you to balance it. Time don't reach. All these shenanigans we are seeing, it needs to stop. We are one people in Africa. We are one people, whether you like it or not. We are the root race. We cannot be hating ourselves. We need to love ourselves. We need to support ourselves. And we need to pride. Monkey not fine, but mama like him. So we need to do the needful, not disgracing and embarrassing ourselves and spreading hatred. That time don't pass, I beg. They will not colonize us. We will not be colonizing ourselves. This is the worst thing, for a man to be recolonizing himself. It not make sense now. It not make sense. I beg. More than reason now. Okay. This one too, walking in the shadow of the gods, contain over 200 spells. Spells for love, for herbs, for healing, different kind of sicknesses, from diabetes to cancer to arthritis, hepatitis, so many illnesses. There's alternative medicine remedies here. I put over 200 African remedies here. It will increase your capacity. It will empower you, give you knowledge. You need this book. Okay, it's a good book. This book is a scroll. It will last forever. Secrets of Africa, solutions is inside here. So it's better you have this book and don't need it, or say you need it, you don't have it. It's just $100. Get it. If you don't have it, have your copy now. This knowledge belongs to everyone first. So that's why I am collecting it, to preserve it for the future generations. One day you will need it. If you don't need it now, your children will surely need it. So get it now, and knowledge is power. If you want to know the interrelationship between science and spirituality, quantum physics, the origin of quantum physics, the benefits, the applications, everything is here in this book. This is where science and spirituality meet one-on-one. This is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. It is now on Amazon. This one is already on Amazon right now. This book is a much needed book for people that want to know the importance of African spirituality. Everything is here. So please get your copy. Thank you very much. The three of them is just $300. Anyway, if you also want to learn African spirituality, I teach it. My website is River of Knowledge. I will teach you everything you need to know, from the history to the sciences to the metaphysics to how to make contact with the elements of nature and ultimately with your ancestors. I will teach you all these things in 6 months. So there's no excuse not to know. No excuse to say nobody can teach me. No excuse to say I cannot find material. No excuse to say African spirituality does not have textbook, does not have foundation, curriculum. All those are lies. We have everything. We are the origin of Western education. Okay? So if you want to learn, now I've been teaching this subject now for almost 4 years now on YouTube. And before then, I've been teaching it outside YouTube. So you not get an excuse not to know. Okay? Ignorance now is by choice. Okay? The ignorant people, the illiterates of the 21st century, is not those people that cannot read and write. It's those people that cannot unlearn the many lies they have been taught. So your own education is your priority. If you want to know, we have teachers. With the teaching and with the learner, with the practice, and we are here. The candle, our candle is still burning. Our light need it off. We still there. So don't think that we lost anything. If you want to know the ancient Egyptian spirituality, Kemetic spirituality from Kush, West Africa, we still teach all these things. You see there, we're not lost. We are not buried. We are not gone. We are still here. Okay? And we are waxing strong every day. So if you want to learn, contact me. I will teach you. Then if you want to do your oracle tarot readings, you want to buy your herbs, your native shock, your thunderstone, your oils, ointment. I sell a lot of items. You can contact me as well. I am still here. Urban and a good transfer. So apart from that, I thank you very much for watching today. And I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace, my South African people.